video, I'm going to be telling you how to purchase a domain name. We'll further go into the web hosting in another video, but first things first, the domain name has to be purchased first. Now, talking about the domain name, it usually costs anywhere between $6 to it can like cost you unlimited dollars depending if you want to buy Google or Facebook, which is virtually not impossible. Anyways, so I'm going to tell you a little story here, because when we started denshare.com, it took us about 15 days to decide on a domain name, because of the fact that it is very important to research about the subject on which your blog will be based. However, we just kept a few ground rules while searching for a domain name, and finally we came out with the denshare.com. Now, those few ground rules, before we go any further and get on to domain purchasing site, I would like to share these few ground rules with you. Okay, first thing, do a very rigorous study on the keywords in Google Keywords tool. I have the link given, so you can just click on the link, go to the keyword planner, and search the keyword which would be there in your domain, which is very important, because the number of search which those keywords has would have a big impact on the visibility of your blog in the Google ranking. Okay, well, the idea of course is to search the most often searched keywords that can be a part of your domain name, and this will increase the chances of your WordPress blog coming up higher in page ranking. Okay, now second thing is very important to keep it very short for the people to remember. Long names are generally not entertained, and people tend to forget them or make mistakes in typing. The result is that they won't be able to find you on the World Wide Web. A good example would be a too long domain name like www.howtomakeawebsite.com. Well, that's in fact too long to remember. Well, if you take the first alphabet of each word in this domain, it comes out to be www.htmaw.com. That's again too short. The perfect, I guess, would be like www.denshare.com. Well, not just posting about, but this is the most amazing result that we got after going through the keyword tool and after having a thorough discussion with my with the team itself. Okay, now the third most important part is the extension. By extension, I'm talking about the part which comes after the dot. Okay, for supposing www.denshare.com is my domain name, so the part after dot, which is com, well, that's something which is more important. Now, the extension you choose can work both for you and against you. For example, imagine you picked up a domain name as your website name, but choose a domain.com. Let's say, for example, let's take an example of Denshare. It'll be easy for you to understand. I've picked denshare.com as my domain name because it was available. Had it not been available, had I been gone with a domain name which would be denshare.in or .net, okay, that would be a big problem for me. First thing, it allows you to keep your original name, which is good to some extent, but you also run a certain risk of people typing in more common .com suffix when they try to find your website. This can be a problem if the domain name .com, whatever you're choosing name, belongs to any of your competitors. Instead of you getting all the traffic from the net, your competitors would be getting all the traffic. Okay. Now, finally, the third thing to remember is once you're done deciding the domain name, the next step is to check whether the domain name is available for sale or not. If not, then you'll need to repeat all the tasks as a domain name that you had in your mind, because the domain name that you're thinking has been taken up by somebody else. So you need to again do a keyword search and again need to come up with a very fancy and good to go domain name for yourself. Okay, so this is all about the text and script. Let's move on and try to find out how to purchase a domain name. So let me just go online. Chrome, it's going to open a lot of my stuff. I'm going to close everything down. Let's close Twitter down as well. Now, there are a lot of companies from which you can buy the domain name, but the one that I recommend and I choose and I buy all my domain names from this company is Bedrock. Okay, here it is. Now remember the third and the last point that I told you guys, that it's very important to check what the domain name that you've selected is available or not. So we just going to do the same thing here. Just bear with me for a minute. Site is working a little slow. Oh, something with my network connection. Okay, so I've got like a lot of domains that I searched. Okay, now let's try finding out denshare.com, whether it's available or not. Okay, let's type in the word denshare. Let's see domain. Okay, it's coming up now. See, denshare.com is not available. Because that's been taken by me. And if you want to go for any of .in or .online, .biz, the only problem is that you might miss out on a lot of organic traffic that might be coming on your way. And if your competitor has the same name just before the suffix, he'll claim to have all the traffic, he'll get all the traffic, and you'll be left with nothing. So my advice for you would be to go with a .com domain. Okay, so supposedly, let's see, Denshare is not available. Let's check out something else. Okay, for an example, let's check this one. It's like pretty straight domain name. I don't think it's going to be available, but oh yeah, it is. For an example, well, that's a good example. This is quite a catchy domain name. I don't know if somebody has figured out yet or not, but once you have this .com available, you just click on add, the green button on the right hand side. You don't need this 2 email accounts or 5 email accounts. You can just cross it. We just need the domain name. Okay, so it's in your cart right now. If you want to choose another domain name to buy, you can search anything and then add it to the cart. Now to buy this, you just do a checkout. Okay, and no, we don't need no responsive websites in a minute. We'll build the website on our own. We don't need a Linux plan as well. So continue to check out. Okay, you might want to watch out with few promotions that might be going on to the website, or it's always better and feasible if your friend already has a domain name from certain company. For example, if I have something from Bedrock, there are a few coupon codes and vouchers coming on my way, all in my email. So you can probably consult your friend or somebody whom you know who might have a tie-up with Bedrock. They can probably give you some amount of discount. So we don't have any discount right now. Or the most you can do is you can share on these platforms. Let me do this for you. Let me share it on Twitter through my ID, and I'm gonna get a 10% discount on it. Authorize app. Okay, take your moment. Okay, see, the score is now automatically popped up into this box and it's getting applied. Follow Bedrock. No, I don't want to follow Bedrock for the time being. So I've got a discount about $31.95, which comes out to be 906.05. That's an Indian currency. What extra do we have? Oh, we have this 299 privacy protection is enabled. I don't need this. Thank you so much. Total price comes out to be $639. Now you do proceed to payments. See, I've already got an ID, so it's already pre-fetched. In case you don't have an ID, you can just create an account in 10 seconds. There are very few basic information which these guys need. Example for your full name, your email address, your password. You just need to confirm it twice. Your mobile number, country, your address basically. You can click on create account and you'll get an account. So I already have the account, so I'm going to just log in. I'm going to sign in. So the amount payable is $607.05. Now they've got various ways by which you can process payment. I'm just going to show that to you in a few seconds once this login is done. Okay, there we go. You got net banking, you got Visa, Master, PayPal, via check, via account balance. The most easiest ways through net banking or through credit and debit cards. That's what I do. So I do net banking and do a pay now, takes me to the next screen where it'll ask me for my bank name. I suppose there's something wrong with my internet. It's working way too slow. Gotta get this checked. Okay, so what session has started? Processing your transaction. Okay, here we go. So you can just click on the net banking. So I've got like State Bank of India. So I click on State Bank of India, and it takes me to the website where I would be making the payment. So I don't want to make the payment. This is only a tutorial. So I'm just going to cross this. So this is what happens when you buy a domain. I hope that this would have been of great help to you. In case you have any questions or queries, you can also leave a comment at the end of my page, which is Bigness WordPress, and I'll be more than happy to answer your queries. Okay, do subscribe us and keep on watching more this channel for more WordPress articles and more WordPress interactive videos. Take care, guys.